All right, everyone ready for this? Today we're going to get into some deep stuff. We're talking about immortality, but not just the idea of living forever, but what if it came with a price?
Oh, yeah, a price.
We're diving into a text. It's called The Immortal's Curse, The Price of Eternal Life. And, well, let me tell you, it gets kind of dark.
It really does. It makes you think about how much we as humans just naturally want to avoid death.
True.
I mean, think about all the stories all throughout history about people searching for the fountain of youth and magic potions and
Sure.
all that stuff. This text, it starts off by kind of playing with that. It's like, hey, immortality, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, the ultimate dream, right?
Right. But then there's this twist,
Yeah, the but.
the catch. And it's a big one.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat here. What's the twist?
Well, it turns out that every time this guy, the immortal guy in the story, every time he survives something that should have killed him, someone else disappears.
Wait, what? So he doesn't just get to live forever, but someone else has to die instead.
It's like every time he escapes death, it has to take someone else instead.
Wow. Talk about a moral dilemma. I mean, how could you ever live with yourself knowing that your life is literally costing other people theirs?
Right. Can you imagine the guilt? Every close call, every accident you walk away from, knowing that someone else paid the price for you?
Just thinking about it gives me chills. You'd be almost afraid to go outside, right?
Absolutely. And that's exactly what the text explores, that feeling of helplessness. Like he tries to run away, hide from this curse, but it doesn't matter where he goes.
It always catches up with him.
Always. It's like a metaphor,
For what?
for like how we can't escape the consequences of our actions. Even if we try to run, those consequences, they'll find us.
So are we talking karma here? Or something even like spookier?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. The text, it starts to hint at all these ancient myths and legends, like maybe this curse, it's tied to some kind of deal with, I don't know, supernatural forces or something.
Ooh, okay, now I'm picturing him like frantically searching through old libraries, trying to decode these ancient scrolls, all while trying not to, accidentally rump into someone and cause their death.
Right.
This is intense.
It is, and it makes you think. Like, even when faced with something totally unbelievable, we as humans, we still try to find an explanation. We need that. Why?
Yeah, we always want to make sense of things, even when they don't make sense. But even if he does figure out what's going on, even if he figures out how he got this curse, can he even break it? And wouldn't it be too late anyway? I mean, he's already responsible for so many deaths.
That's the question, isn't it? Is there a point where surviving where living just costs too much? Like, can you ever justify it if it means other people have to die for you to keep going?
Whoa, that's heavy stuff. And it makes you wonder, right? Like, what about the choices we make every day? Do they always benefit us? Or are we maybe benefiting at someone else's expense without even realizing it?
It's a powerful thought, right? That even our smallest actions, they can have these ripple effects that we might not even see.
So we're back, still digging into this Immortal's curse. And this guy, he's stuck in a pretty messed up situation. Like, his life depends on other people dying. And it's not even like he gets to choose who, right?
Nope, it's totally random, like a coin toss, but with life and death.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
And you can tell he wants out, like, really bad.
Oh, yeah. The text, it really gets into his desperation. He's diving headfirst into anything and everything about immortality.
Like he's suddenly become this scholar, huh?
Totally. Poring over old myths, legends, stories about deals with death, like anything that might give him a clue.
But honestly, even if he finds a way to undo this whole curse thing, I mean, how can he ever make up for all the lives already lost? That's got to be like an impossible burden.
Yeah, that's where the idea of redemption comes in. The text seems to be saying that maybe real redemption isn't about erasing the past.
But what else could it be?
It's about acknowledging the value of every life, even the ones lost because of his curse.
So like finding a way to make their lives matter.
Exactly. But you gotta wonder, how can he even start to do that when every breath he takes is a reminder of what it cost?
It's the tough one. The text doesn't give any easy answers, but it makes you think, right? About whether clinging to life at all costs, maybe that's actually stopping him from really living.
Whoa. So you're saying by trying so hard to stay alive, he's missing out on what makes life actually meaningful?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And it's something we all struggle with, even without a crazy curse.
Just so.
Well, we get caught up in wanting stuff, right?
Yeah.
Money, success, whatever. And we forget to appreciate just being alive.
Huh. It's like we're all chasing some kind of immortality, but we're missing the point.
Exactly. The text, it's reminding us that maybe true fulfillment isn't about outliving everyone else. It's about embracing that life is finite, that each moment is precious.
Okay, so instead of being afraid of death, maybe we should be focused on making each day count. Right. Not because we don't know how much time we have, but because we do.
This is heavy stuff. But there's one thing that's still bugging me. This whole redemption thing. What would that even look like for this guy?
It's a big question. Can you ever truly make up for unintentional harm, especially when the stakes are this high?
Yeah. What could he possibly do to balance the scales? Does forgiveness even play a role in this?
Those are the questions I want you, the listener, to think about. Can you find redemption even when you've caused so much pain?
We're back, and I gotta say, this Immortal's curse, it's really got me thinking, like, what if living forever isn't all it's cracked up to be?
It definitely challenges the whole immortality equals happiness idea.
Right. The text actually makes a pretty good case for why our lives have meaning, because they don't last forever.
He's like that saying, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Maybe we wouldn't value life as much if it just went on and on.
Yeah, if you had all the time in the world, would you even bother doing anything?
Right. Why rush? Why care? Why even get out of bed some days? This guy, the immortal guy, he's got all the time in the world, but he seems totally lost.
It's almost like his curse is actually a twisted reflection of how we all kind of take life for granted.
Absolutely. We get so bogged down in the day-to-day, we forget to appreciate just being here, breathing, experiencing things.
So maybe the real takeaway here isn't about avoiding death, but really embracing life while we have it.
Right. The text seems to be pushing us to wake up, to see every moment as this precious gift.
Which brings us back to that question of redemption.
Yeah.
Can he ever really atone for all the lives lost because of him?
That's the million-dollar question. And the text, it doesn't offer easy answers. But maybe, just maybe, true redemption isn't about erasing the past, you know?
So what is it about them?
Maybe it's about honoring the lives that were lost, making sure their sacrifice, however unintentional, wasn't meaningless.
So instead of being consumed by guilt, he could use his unique situation to help others appreciate their own lives more.
Exactly. He's seen firsthand how fragile life is. He could use that knowledge, that wisdom, to guide others.
So even with his horrible curse, he could still find a way to make a positive impact.
And that's the message I think we can all take away from this, from the Immortal's curse. No matter what we're going through, we always have a choice in how we respond. We can let tragedy define us, or we can find a way to move forward, to find meaning, to leave our own mark on the world.
Well, that's definitely something to think about. This whole deep dive has been incredible. I know I'll be thinking about these ideas for a long time.
Me too. It's a reminder that the toughest questions don't always have clear answers. But the journey of exploring them, that's where the real growth happens.
And that's what we're all about here, right? Exploring, questioning, digging deeper. So listeners, as we wrap up, we want to leave you with this. What does immortality really mean to you? And how can you make the most of this one precious life you have right here, right now? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Keep those minds working, and we'll catch you next time.